Hi, my name is Edie Anderson, and I'm so excited to tell you about the experience that I had at the Proficient Chiropractic Center. Just a few weeks ago, my mother-in-law asked me to come to the chiropractic center because she thought the doctors could help me with my hearing. A chiropractor helping me with my hearing. I thought it sounded kind of crazy, but I went along with it because I had been in bed for about a week with a horrible backache. So a chiropractor I knew could help me with my backache, so I went along with it. When I went to the doctor's office, they took me into an examining room and set me down on a cot. And when the nurse left, I just happened to look at the wall in front of me, and there was this beautiful picture of this handsome man with this great hat. And when Dr. Tipler came into the examining room, I asked him about the man in the hat. So he started to tell me the story about a man named Mr. Palmer, who was the first person to get an adjustment at the chiropractor's office. So as the doctor was telling me about the story, he was looking at the wall in back of me. So I got up and turned around, and the entire story of Mr. Palmer was on that back wall. And so Dr. Tipler explained to me that Mr. Palmer was hard of hearing, and the adjustment helped him restore his hearing. So I thought to myself, wow, that's probably why Mom wanted me to come with her, because she thought the doctors could help me with my hearing. So I said to myself, wouldn't that be great if it happened to me? But it sounded crazy, and I didn't think at all that it would help, but I was more or less there because my back was hurting. So when the doctor adjusted me, I was laying on the cot, and the music that I vaguely heard in the background when I walked in, I could hear it. All of a sudden, I could hear the music. I could hear the beat. I could hear the sound. I started moving like, hey, I can hear this music. And then the doctor started talking to me, and I could hear what he was saying with his back turned to me. And this was a remarkable thing to happen, because before I came there, I couldn't hear as well as I could hear after my adjustment. So the same thing that happened to Mr. Palmer happened to me. So as I laid there and the doctor started talking to me, without seeing his lips move, without looking at his face, I could hear every word he was saying. Then he took me into a room where I had to have an x-ray. And he was back taking pictures of me, but I could hear what he was saying. And I was sitting there, or standing there rather, and just overwhelmed with joy. And I just couldn't wait to get out of the examining room or out of the x-ray room to let my mother know that it has actually happened to me. I always thought that the next thing that I would discover about my hearing is that I would wake up one day and not be able to hear at all. But when I went to the chiropractor and he gave me the adjustment, not only did he restore some of my hearing, but he restored my hope in thinking that I just might regain all of my hearing one day. I never dreamed that this would ever happen. I always thought that one day I would just not be able to hear again. But here I am. I don't have a backache anymore. All of the adjustments that I've had since then has only helped. I walk up the stairs now like I'm 12 years old. I haven't had any problems at all with my back. And my hearing in my opinion, is getting better and better. Dr. Tipler, Dr. Everett, and all of the people at Proficient Chiropractic Center just changed my life. Just changed my life.